aboard the hype train, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. It's another beautiful day here in the apocalypse because Timo Werner has agreed to join Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea have swooped in like a bird of prey, snapping up Werner like the prey, I suppose, just before Liverpool get their hands on it. Sure, Liverpool fans will tell you, well, we didn't want him anyway. But you know what, mate? Two of their front three could be going to AFCON if it's still on. They did need this player. Klopp wanted this player. Hell, Timo Werner wanted Liverpool, but that's all history because he's coming to Chelsea. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how Frank Lampard's Chelsea of the new dawn is going to line up. Basically, I want to talk about the two new signings. Chelsea have already made two signings and the window isn't even open yet. They've signed Hakim Ziyech and Timo Werner. Yes, can you hear those words, boys and girls? Two incredibly high-profile signings. Done and dusted, maybe Timo Werner. Anyway, point being, in this video, I want to talk about how Timo Werner and Hakim Ziyech will be deployed in Frank Lampard's Chelsea side next season, moving forward onto success, prosperity, goals, and just generally a lovely time. Oh yeah, in this video as well, I do want to talk about what this means for Tammy Abraham. Is he going to be benched? Is he still going to play? How are things going to work? We can only but speculate, and I'm going to talk about it today. If you like daily Chelsea Football Club content, I'd urge you guys to subscribe to Football Therapy if you haven't done so already. I upload every single day. You might like it, mate, so please do subscribe if you want to, and if you do, make sure you do hit that bell notifications icon. Drop a like on this video to help me out, please. That would be kind. Alright, let's get into it. So yes, the release clause. Was it 60 million euros? Less? 53 million pounds? We'll see what the actual fee is. Timo Werner is coming to Chelsea. Multiple reports across football media everywhere you look. He's agreed a 10 million euro deal a year, apparently, or around 200k a week. Fair enough for a massively high-profile player like Timo Werner. Let's not forget that N'Golo Kante earns about 300k a week at the club, and goals cost money. And you know what, dude? Timo Werner scores goals! The Bundesliga is still going, and the man has 25 league goals and 7 assists. That's right, he likes putting in an assist as well. Man is a goal machine. Werner's been around for a little while now, scoring goals, but still, he's only 24 years old, the young German, and he's just used to banging goals. And oh my goodness, that is what we need. Everyone around Europe wanted Timo Werner, especially the likes of German behemoth Bayern Munich, but he said no. No, man, I don't want to go to Bayern. I want to go to the Premier League, the promised land, the best league in the world. And granted, he sort of fluttered his eyelashes at Liverpool, but he got his wish to go to the Premier League, to Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea need goals. Chelsea coach Frank Lampard kept echoing the same sentiment when talking in press conferences, how he needs quality along the front line and he needs goals. Oh, well, man, you have got goals in a Timo Werner. So we're going to talk about how Timo Werner could be deployed for Chelsea, switch over to Hakim Ziyech, and then talk about Tammy Abraham at the end. So let's dust off the old formation screen and have a look. Righty, right. Frank Lampard likes playing different formations. So how could he deploy his new frontman Timo Werner? Well, first off, whether you're playing a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, Timo Werner can play as a centre forward. A lot of people think he's solely a striker, and even if he's in that position, occupying that spot in the starting 11, you will always find him drifting off to the left flank. But he can play up front, and you know, he could be flanked by the likes of Ziyech or Pulisic or whoever, Hudson-Odoi. The list goes on for the winger options at Chelsea. Up front as the number 9, he will not be holding up the ball, as well as Tammy Abraham. He's more of a cloak and dagger striker. He likes to run in behind. He is incredibly fast, Timo Werner. He's super speedy. He loves playing on the shoulder and getting into one-on-one situations and banging away goals with his clinical finishing. Also, in this front three situation, you could deploy Timo Werner on the left wing. I've spoken about it in previous videos, looking at sonar pass maps and heat maps. He, for RB Leipzig, basically spent a lot of the time on the left flank, waiting to receive the ball or running into that left channel, or just holding the ball and passing it in for cutbacks for midfielders or other forwards. So far in his recent career, those are the main two positions that you'll see Timo Werner playing: central striker and left wing, left forward, inside forward. But Frank Lampard has tried to do something before, a little bit since the season started, and also in pre-season. He's played a 4-4-2 diamond. Now, this is interesting. If Chelsea did that, they could play Timo Werner as left striker, and you guessed it, we could play Tammy Abraham as right striker. They could both be designated different roles in this system, where Timo Werner is the second striker, shallow striker, run in behind, run onto like long balls. Tammy Abraham can play up beside him, but take the ball down on his chest, turn, connect, play a little bit more, while also running on the break and combining with Timo Werner. Tammy Abraham is much more of a hold-up striker than Timo Werner is. Even if he's not brilliant at it yet, Tammy Abraham, he's getting better, he's very tall, he can win headers. They could have a very interesting strike partnership in a 4-4-2 diamond or a flat 4-4-2. That could be very, very interesting, but I'm sure you can see from what I'm saying, Timo Werner is an incredibly versatile player, and Chelsea, Frank Lampard, can deploy him in a few different ways. Superb amounts of quality on the Chelsea front line, and you love to see it. Right, let's switch over to Hakim Ziyech. I don't need to tell you too much about Ziyech, I've done videos on him before. 27-year-old coming from the Eredivisie Ajax, their best player, one player of the season for the third time playing for Ajax. He's just a creative bad man. How can Ziyech be deployed in Frank Lampard's system? Well, we all know he's got the superb and sweet left boot, and he's a very creative player. Will be playing relatively deep in terms of a forward, but he will be deployed probably predominantly as a right winger. This could be a right winger in either a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 formation, taking the ball out wide, going central, either cutting in, taking shots on his left foot, or just sort of rambling deep into the hole and trying to be creative, or go even deeper and play long passes to running forwards like the likes of, you guessed it, Timo Werner over in the left channel. Although this is how I see Hakim Ziyech being used predominantly, he could also be played as a cam, as a number 10, either in a 4-2-3-1, playing say behind Timo Werner or Tammy Abraham, whoever's playing the central striker. He can play in just behind and play the creative role like he did many times for Ajax, and he was incredibly successful in this position. But also, if Chelsea do go for this radical formation where they play a 4-4-2 diamond like Frank Lampard has done before, he could play similarly in the number 10 at the tip of the diamond behind the likes of both Tammy Abraham and Timo Werner, creating for either a runner going on or combining with Tammy. It could work, it's pretty radical, but the midfielders behind the tip of the diamond would also have to get involved with attacking play, perhaps the likes of Kovacic and Ruben Loftus-Cheek or Mason Mount. We will have to see what happens there. Right, let's get rid of this formation screen for a minute and just talk a little bit more about the players and Tammy Abraham. Frank Lampard now has new options. He likes versatility in his forwards, having a right winger that can comfortably cut in onto his left foot in Hakim Ziyech and also occupy that space in the hole. That will be massive for Frank. He wants to exploit these perhaps very small spaces between the lines when playing against low blocks, and Hakim Ziyech will be a huge help for this Chelsea team for those situations. When it comes to Timo Werner, he'll have a striker who can run onto balls very well, who's generally inherently massively, he's very clinical when it comes to scoring goals. That's first and foremost for Frank Lampard. But if he wants to move him over to the left, play him on the left-hand side, he can do that. I really like Christian Pulisic and want to see him starting, but if Frank Lampard wants to start a front three of Timo Werner on the left, Tammy Abraham up top, and Hakim Ziyech on the right, I am okay with that. Tammy Abraham perhaps is going to be concerned with the signing. He's done very well for Chelsea. He's played through injury for a lot of the time when he's not been scoring goals, and we need to remember that, but generally he's done very well. He's scored a lot of goals, and he still needs to be given a chance in this team. So he will get chances if Werner's playing off the left. He will get chances when rotating with Timo Werner, but probably at this point he might be expecting to have less game time on the pitch. Werner won't always be playing on the left wing. Let's remember, we've got Pulisic, we've got Hudson-Odoi. You know, this, I guess both Willian and Pedro are definitely leaving now, but Hakim Ziyech, you bet your bottom dollar he's going to want to be starting. So Frank Lampard suddenly has a lot of options, and I don't think any more forwards. You can't really buy Jadon Sancho on top of all these forwards now. You need to be able to fit them all in. But the gaffer in Lamps will be happy about these new options and how he can approach attacking the opposition, whether it is using Ziyech's different skill set on the right hand flank or TIMO Werner's on the left hand flank / middle channel. Depending on where he's deployed, there are options. There's positional versatility in these forwards, and Chelsea fans can be very, very excited indeed moving forward with this abundance of quality now across the front line. It is incredibly exciting days. Like I said, all aboard the hype train. The transfer window isn't even open yet and Chelsea are making moves. If you watch my recent Chelsea news videos, I've often talked about how Chelsea are in a rather unique position to have financial spending power in this current transfer market, in what is this turbulent financial market time. Pandemic is going to be very difficult, but Chelsea always had cash reserves. They've nipped in front of Liverpool and got TIMO WERNER. They've made an early agreement for Hakim Ziyech. It's incredibly exciting. The window has not even opened yet. Chelsea are looking relatively close to getting Ben Chilwell. If they sign Ziyech, Werner and Chilwell, to be honest, man, that's a good window. They might not even stop there. Of course, I will keep you guys updated on all these stories. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel, Football Therapy, and do check it every day and have that bell notifications icon turned on, because I'm constantly updating you with the latest news going around the headlines regarding Chelsea Football Club. So jump aboard, mate. If you've enjoyed this content I've provided for you guys today, please do like the video. That means a lot. You're welcome also to follow me on social media at Football Yannick on both Instagram and Twitter. That's it from me, you lot. Enjoy the football that is starting soon, and I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy talk. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo, chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.